Right, it's Thursday. I'm here with Wanderers manager Marc White for a weekly catch-up. How you doing, Marc?
Yeah, fine, thanks.
Good stuff. Right, we're going to talk about Aldershot in a minute, but first of all, let's look back at the last two games. It's been a busy week. Last Saturday, we welcomed Wealdstone to Meadowbank and got a 3-1 home win, and then we were on the road on Tuesday, short trip to Woking. We got a 3-3 draw in the league. So let's take on those games.
Really enjoyed the one down at Woking. I thought it's nice actually, like to have. It almost felt like a bit of friendly rivalry, really. The clubs have always known each other. Woking have always been someone to aspire to. Thought the fans got on really well and stuff like that. Also, I thought it was a really good crowd for Tuesday night. Obviously, incredible that we took 500, which we'll come on to in a minute. A bit of a reward for that one. In terms of the game on Tuesday, one that possession first half was fantastic. Executed game plan brilliantly. Some fantastic football I thought we played. I think we had something like 58% possession first half versus 42. Really good away from home. Just conceded that goal on half time. Gave them a lift really. Second half we had to go a lot longer than our fans would be used to, but I was really mindful that the boys at the back hadn't played all season. And in front of their sort of that big stand and the home support playing out, and I thought the legs might go a bit, so we went a little bit longer. Sort of sat in as expected, conceded possession, wanted to play on the counter, scored a good goal on the counter, but should have defended that lead out comfortably. I questioned our discipline really at 3-2. We weren't that clever. We'll have to be smarter than that. We've got a meeting about that tonight. But, loads of great things in the game, some real moments of brilliance, like Baumann for that last goal, how on earth he kept the ball in, let alone supply it on a plate for Marc, I'll never know. So, it was fitting of a Surrey derby, fitting of a typical Wanderers game, end-to-end stuff. You've played us, that's for sure. And we're really enjoying the league, mate. And we're especially enjoying going to welcoming clubs, and Woking were really welcoming, and I really appreciate that with my club owner hat on. I thought a point actually was probably a fair result, if I'm honest. If you look at the balance of play, Wealdstone, great home win. Good home crowd again. I thought the home crowd got us over the line. The supporters are playing a massive part this year. I think they have to. So we're looking for much of the same this Saturday, really. We'll come on to, I'm sure, Aldershot in a minute. But the common theme across them two games have been we are actually really short of players. Like a lot of teams, will sort of say I've got one or two missing, but we're 6 or 7 to be honest. And if you include in that your long term, your big hitters, your Alfies and your Briggsies, and with Barry Fuller now and Philpott and Bobby Joe Taylor and Josh Taylor suspended now. We are really struggling for players at the moment. And we're patching it up, with boys that know how we play, boys that are good, boys that are demonstrating why they're in the squad, and a management team that are demonstrating they know how to get results, even if maybe the squad has not got the riches that we'd like at times, or the first 11, if that makes sense. So, 4 points in 2 games. In particular, a point at Woking are doing really well. It is not to be sniffed at, mate. And now we're all eyes on Aldershot.
Yeah, and I was actually, the injury list is long, we know that, and I was going to ask you about Bobby Joe, because obviously he came off the other night against Woking. How's he looking?
Yeah, no, good really. We'll get him checked out fully tonight, but he's a non-runner for this weekend, I'm sure. So we are extremely light, minimal midfield defenders available. We had to play a back 4 the other night because of that. Might be the same again Saturday. We'll see. Really, we'll know after training where we are, but it is what it is. We know what we can expect Saturday. These home games have been brilliant this year, really exciting, and we'll be bringing the heat no matter what.
Okay, and on the subject of Saturday, obviously we welcome Aldershot to Meadowbank. It's a bit like Woking. It feels like a bit of a derby. Aldershot's not that far away. They travel in big numbers. They've sold out their away allocation. What's your thoughts on it?
My thoughts are that is brilliant. As a result, and in line with our policy of any club that sells out their away allowance or allocation, we're going to drop 250 quid into the, I believe it's the Spotted Dog. So the first Aldershot fan we see, or if there's a local person there that nicks an Aldershot shirt, we're going to give 250 quid cash to get a few rounds in on us, because we really value that. Like, we're a small club, and to be honest with you, we really need away clubs to travel. You know, like, we're finding our feet at this level. We've got to pay for an away end that we're building, and we're a really small club, really, in the context of the level we're playing at. And yeah, so we're going to reward those Aldershot fans who are the ones I spotted online have been amazing, and looking forward to them coming down, and they'll see we're a really friendly club, and I hope they are as well. There's no beef from our end, that's for sure, right? We just get on with things, and we're also going to give the same amount of money to the home fans for the fan zone to reward their amazing support at Woking on Tuesday. I thought 500 away fans. I said this year is all about first. I said it's all about, every season with Dorking Wanderers is about first. We're building the ground in the background. You know, it's about getting those first wins in the National League. We're now up to 5 or 6, maybe 6, not sure. It's about beating National League teams for the first time. It's about those great days, the Dagenham 5-1s. It's like, you know, and Tuesday, what we had was our first Surrey derby in the National League, first league game against Woking, biggest ever away following, which was just phenomenal. And they're all now talking about, you know, trying to pack out them local ones in the same way as well, which is brilliant. So 250 to Aldershot, 250 to our lot, which means that's great. And we're looking forward to a game. And obviously Aldershot won the last couple. Yeah, so listen, they're a great side, and you know what I mean. Not sure who's in charge. Don't really care. If Terry's around, Terry's amazing. One of the most respected managers in football, Terry Brown. Amazing character manager, and type of manager that's sorely missed in football, to be fair. But regardless of who's in charge, we're going to obviously be looking for a home win, mate. That's the bottom line. 8-7, 7-6. Who knows?
Well, you never know. I mean, we've scored 6 in the last 2, and
yeah,
you know, conceded 4. So
yeah.
Now, okay, so yeah, it promises to be a great day. Just for anybody that's watching who hasn't yet got a ticket, do move quickly. I mean, the tickets are on sale online through dorkingwanderers.com. For home fans, obviously, the away fans were sent their tickets and they've sold out. So home fans only, online. Snap up your ticket.
Wouldn't leave it as late as normal, because with Aldershot doing such a great job of following them down here. You know, obviously we are this year, while the away end's under construction, we're a low capacity, so there's probably only about 500-600 left, and we do seem to get a last-minute surge with home fans assuming it's all right, which is cool. But this week you might want to get them a bit early.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't back that up more, because at the end of the day, a lot of fans seem to leave it sometimes even till the Saturday morning, and there's no guarantees there'll be any tickets left. So get yourself online, get your tickets.
Yeah.
Just on a side note, going back to away days, I noticed that yesterday we launched our new initiative, which is now in place until the end of the season. No more than a score, £20.
Yes.
Every away
That
trip.
is serious. Yeah, I see that Derek Briggs said about, that's handy, get the Gateshead to see his mates for 20 quid. Then someone said we're not running the coach to Gateshead, is that right?
It's one of the only ones we're not. I mean, there's basically all the games that are available are on the website. Again, if you click on away travel at the top, it shows you all the games, but every single one is capped at £20.
So the idea is, I'm assuming, that we sell out the coach. That's why we're doing it. Sell out the coach at an affordable price. On that basis, people should get them quickly.
Absolutely, and people are buying them quickly. I noticed somebody last night bought 16 seats between now and season end.
Yeah.
But there's some real mouth-watering away trips on the list. Wrexham, Chesterfield, Notts County, York, amongst others.
They'll sell out, won't they? I guess we could always do extra coaches if they do, but I guess they will sell out.
Yeah, they will sell out. We've got a bigger coach now booked for every game, and to your point, we will book a second coach, you know, when we need to. But, you know, it's been a really nice, positive reaction to that, and hopefully the fans can see this is our way of saying thank you for their support. Yeah,
and what's important is everybody, I want, you know, the way we work here, we're all one big, it's easy to say, but I mean, everyone that's a real supporter gets it. We are a big, very together club, and it's about understanding where we are this season. We're really excited to build our new away end. We're really excited. Lots of things off the field going on with regards to the stadium. There is brand new season to sort of consolidate, and this is all about enjoying this season and rebuilding, if you like, on and off the field in the next sort of 12, 18 months, and I think everyone does get that. Do you know what I mean? So no one should be concerned if we're shipping a couple of goals. I couldn't give a shit. We're going to win more games than we lose, and that's where we are this season. That's where we are, and so. And I know everyone gets that. That's why they're all proper fans. They understand what we're all about. We're already making waves. We're already just starting to get that tiny bit of respect that you need. And we're doing it, I'll be honest, with probably 5 of our first 11 permanently missing. So we're doing it bravely as well. So good for the supporters to remember that and understand that. And I know they do. And I know we do. Do you know what I mean? So.
Yeah,
all is good. Let's try and beat Aldershot.
That's it. And just final one from me. I'd like to say thanks to Terry Dunn and Tanya Cook, who are a real driving force, if you like, for the away games and getting those numbers up. And Terry, Tanya, you only have to see Tuesday night that whatever you're doing is working and working well.
Yeah,
so
well done, Terry and
big
Tanya.
Thank you. Big thank you to both of you.
Brilliant.
So, all right, Mark. Well, look,
Cheers,
all
mate.
the best for Saturday, and
Cheers, mate.
we'll catch up again next week.
See you next week.
Cheers.